How's it hanging, dudes and dudettes? My name is Shawn, and oh boy, do I have a video for you today. So yesterday, huge City Skylines 2 gameplay was streamed by Colossal Order from their YouTube channel. And yes, it was better than the Cities in the Sky debacle, as, you know, it was their comfort zone, right? They've done this before. So let's smash this video to the moon and give this channel a gosh heckin' sub if you haven't already. So the two community manager people, whose name I keep forgetting, went live to showcase the game before the control room kicked them out. And wow, were there some huge revelations by these two lasses, right? Now, I'll be honest, there was as much concerning things shown as amazing things. But I'm happy to report that they are all easily fixable, and this is a pre-launch beta build, and it may explain some of the lacking features that will be ported later. And none of it outshined the positives. That's a good thing. So let's get into some of these big reveals that came from the stream. Oh yeah, and stay to the end. I have a special treat for, as maybe some of the 2K sub special bonus for people who, missed out on that 2K special free member day event. So on with the show. Stay to the end. One of the more funnier highlights was nothing to do with the gameplay, actually, and in fact is these two seem to have different visions for the city, these two community managers, right, or these two Colossal Order workers often would get into somewhat playful grumbles, but with underlying passive seriousness, and it really made the stream so much more enjoyable because they really were just screwing around and it wasn't a serious city. So let's take a quick look at this.
Roll stone here.
Can we just buy
There's not even a
one more
whiff.
tile? Can we just buy one more tile?
We have no, I mean, look, we're super close to reaching the next milestone.
I literally told you, don't spend all those I told you not to do it. God damn, and now you...
I don't know. Scheming.
No.
Can
we farm?
Oh, yes. Let's do some
Farming,
farms.
please.
Farming. We don't want ground pollution. We buy the first road that we ever added.
Yeah, looks good. Very close to the roundabout. I approve.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Why does it need to be close to the roundabout?
I don't know.
Now you feel like you have to be okay with roundabouts again? Okay, no, it makes sense.
Look, oh, there's gonna be so many cute things now.
You love the livestock farming.
I do.
I'm not gonna make it the whole circle.
Listen, if you made that massive like garbage landfill, you don't want to make a farm.
We can make multiple farms though.
This farm can be big.
But we can make multiple bigger farms.
Fine.
Get close to it.
But clearly we purchased a lot of tiles.
Yeah, we purchased a lot of tiles. Do you want to just have like one road go down this whole thing?
I think so.
This is chaotic.
It could be okay.
Say,
it could be like a multi-lane, like the biggest multi-lane road that we have for no reason.
So we're just spending money to make a really long, wide road?
Yes, and we're gonna connect it to something at some point. I see it. I see it happening.
So one of the big revelations they have shown was the many deposits of resources. There seem to be so many more patches of resources to extract that may wane over time as opposed to vanilla maps from Cities 1. And you maybe have a couple patches of farmland, right? And one or two swaths of oil and coal from Cities 1. Now the tables have turned. The turned tabled. As there are numerous deposits dotted around, giving the player complete freedom to plant and uproot their industries as the city evolves over time. Which is really going to give your city a story. And on top of being, able to import anything you need. So this is a very great feature. And I kind of knew that there was more than, because they've shown a little bit, back in the dev diaries. But when they zoomed out and there was that many deposits, I was like, oh, okay, this is a totally different playstyle. You know what I mean? This the game is giving you a totally different playstyle. Another large exposed feature was that many signature buildings that they showed, which confirmed what we predicted on the channel a long time ago, is that there's going to be a great variety of signature buildings, which will make a great difference between an already and already randomized houses and buildings that look the same but with subtle differences, right? So a couple that I really was into was the Popstar Mansion and then this Polaris Suites here, which is like our luxury apartments. These are just like really cool additions, right? And it's really going to break up the monotony in your city, which already is not as bad as CS1, so it's going to be great, right? And you can see that for vanilla in the small residential special buildings alone, you have quite a few buildings, unique buildings, that is the same for commercial and so on and so forth, industrial, right? This is awesome. And I encourage you to go watch the full stream if you haven't to catch some of these. This is just amazing. A couple of honorable mentions are the zoning meters that are live and change dynamically as you meet demands. You can gain enough demand to build a building that you have zoned. And then, so yeah, the zoning needs seem to be ironed out, which will solve a bad headache from Cities 1 where commercial zone wouldn't have a demand but industry would, and say they have no one to sell to, right? And that was just annoying to me, but I'm glad that's fixed, right? Or at least it seems to be fixed. Another thing was we got to look at a couple of props. Yes, so the ruins from Cities 1 are back, and we get a look at one asset that looks like the Moai heads from Easter Island. I'm glad to see a trickle of props. This is amazing, right? So anyways, that segues into some of the not so finer things in life. When they couldn't get a pedestrian walkway by the tracks, when they mistakenly assigned the tracks to a middle instead of the first platform.
Roll. Crappers.
Where it's running into some problems.
We can't have. It's not a terminus station. It doesn't have the cross here. I'm trying to think about like how to. No, all of my Cities 1 tricks are just not tricking anymore.
It found the depot, but it was the wrong. What?
Come here. Oh.
God damn.
Okay, we'll just leave it at that there. Collision is harsh. Let's see if we can connect it to this. It just said that track required.
Yeah.
It is really.
Can we use a single track there? Is that
Let's see. No.
So weird.
It might be the slope. I will look into this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we look at what's happening with the
So naturally they tried a pedestrian path, but did not elevate it. And then they couldn't delete it from under the tracks, which may be the reason for non-props at the moment, because in the beta build, there could be some clipping issues that could break the game, right? And props could get stuck somewhere, and, so they might deem it as the less the better until they can fix those bugs, which should be their priority before launch. So yeah, that's just my own speculations. Also, there is only one bus, no difference between EU and US buses, which suck, and in hopes this is the only thing that isn't Europhobic, right? So there's no difference between the buses. And so I wonder how much other stuff is going to be different. Again, Europhobic, right? So there's a theme, but not everything's just themed. So it's a little bit disappointing, but only really if you live in Europe or trying to build a European city, I guess. But hopefully more themes come and we can mix and match, and all that'll change down the line, right? So, all right. So if you're still watching, then let's confuse everyone by going down the comment section and adding the word Aploposaurus Rex. Whoever does this can join Discord. Let me know that they did, and immediately gain a level. So if you're already in there, you can gain access to some of these locked forums and strike up a secret City Skylines conversation. Also, to you dedicated few, if you didn't get a chance to watch the free member video for the 2K sub special, then please feel free to join the guys over there. You know what I mean? It's fun, and we build in Cities 1 now, and it's only $2. So become a member. Also, Aploposaurus Rex. That's right. It's a little special treat for me. If you missed this 2K special, you know what I mean, you can go ahead and join Discord and gain a level immediately, just because I love you. You know what I'm saying? And in fact, I do love you guys. But until next time, you gotta piss off.
2 to the 1, from the 1 to the 3. I like good pussy and I like good trees. Smoke so much weed you wouldn't believe, and I get more ass than a toilet seat. 3 to the 1, from the 1 to the 3. I met a bad bitch last night in the D. Let me tell you how I made her leave with me. Conversation and Hennessy. I've been to the motherfucking mountaintop.